I'm coming to you with a DIY. This DIY is a spring or summery centerpiece. I'm going to leave it on our table for spring and summer. If my voice sounds funny, it's because, like I told you before in my other videos, I'm fighting with allergies. So yeah. But this piece is going to be for spring and summer. And all of these items that you will see me using, I did get from my local Dollar Tree. So it's a very inexpensive centerpiece, and it is definitely something different. For this, I'm using these candles. You can use any kind of candles. You can use a tall candle. You can use the Volt. I think they're called Volt candles, I think. You can use candles that's a little bit taller than these for your centerpiece. I purchased a total of 5 of these floral foams. 3 of them will be used all together, and then 2 separate foams will be used separate as candle, like candle holders. So yeah, you're gonna need your glue gun. And you're gonna need, of course, some glue sticks. I had some of these left over from the last time when I went to the Dollar Tree for another DIY I had did a long time ago. And you're gonna also need one of these. You can also choose what you sit your centerpiece on, but it needs to be something heavy and sturdy. This is pretty heavy, but I'm putting these in here to make sure it's even heavier. These are somewhat heavy, but not a whole lot. But this thing, it weighs. It is heavy. So I know it's going to be able to hold up the foam. Next, you're going to need flowers of choice. The flowers that I got, and whatever color you want to use, of course. But the flowers that I got, there you go. The bag don't want to come off one of them. But these are the flowers that I have. And I did get some baby breath to throw in there. It's optional. But I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's basically what I have to go on my blocks. And what you're going to do is basically cover each side of the blocks. The block that I use as my candle holder, I'm not sure whether or not I'm going to cover the bottom. Well, I'm not going to cover the bottom because it's not going to sit flat, does here. But I'm just going to cover around each side and on the top of my block with the candle holder. So yeah, I will be showing you step by step. The rest of this video, 9 times out of 10, will be a voiceover. So get all of your items together and let's see. Hey y'all, so we're getting started. I'm unwrapping these floral foam blocks. Next, we have all 3 I just showed you together. We're gonna take and go ahead and put our pebbles into our jar that our foam blocks will be sitting on. And sorry y'all if I sound crazy, y'all already know the deal. But next we're gonna take and glue our jar on the bottom of this first block, and make sure you already have your hot glue, your gun ready to go. And we're gonna trim the edges of the jar with the glue. I realized while doing this that it wasn't going to work this way, but go ahead and do this step first and like stick your block onto your jar. That way it will already start to adhere, but then take and flip it over. It's going to adhere to the point where you're able to take and flip it over, and then put a whole lot of glue just around it so it won't move while it's upside down. So yeah, that's what I ended up doing. And next we're gonna start just taking our flowers from off of the stem. I was just taking the tabs off of them, labels, but you don't have to do that. I realized it, but you go ahead and take it your flower off the stem like I just showed you, and begin pressing it into the sides of the foam block. You're going to use about 2 flowers per side, and you want to kind of like try to stick them in the middle of the block. That one was kind of up, but I realized as I began this process, I moved it down to the middle because it fills out each side of the block better. So as you can see, I'm starting to press them in the middle, and each side is full. The blank spaces that you see, you will fill in with greenery. I do wish that I would have got more flowers, but I just made it work, y'all. So yeah. So don't forget to save the leaves from off of those flowers, because we will be using the greenery, the leaf part also. So as you can see, with the help of my baby girl, well, my oldest daughter, she's helping me get the flowers and stuff on there. Well, she's going to start helping me. She's taking the flowers off of the stem because she was actually sitting there watching me. So you just want to, this is all you're going to do. It's very simple, and it was fun. I enjoyed doing this DIY. It was easy, it was fun, it came out beautiful, so I was very excited about doing it. And you're just going to continue to take and stick the flowers on each side, and you're going to also cover the top part of this block. The second block and the very first block, which will be the top block, you want to, no, you're not going to cover the top of this block. I'm sorry, y'all. You're going to cover the top of the very last block that you put on the top. So yeah. And then some of it, you can choose whether or not you want to hot glue your flowers in. An easy way of doing that is sticking them in the hole first, taking the flower out, and then putting the hot glue into the hole where you pressed it in. So yeah, now you see I'm starting to press my greenery into my flower. You're going to see in some areas where it starts to come out, but I did go back and I put hot glue in the holes to make it stick. So now you're going to cover the whole entire top of this block, because you are going to be applying your second block on top of this. And they did stick very, very well. I thought I was going to have issues with getting them to stick, but I didn't. They stuck perfectly, and I was very, very happy because I didn't have a mess, and I didn't have to figure out another way to get them to stick. So yeah, so next you're going to cover the top of that second block that you just applied to, so you can apply your third block. So as you can see, it starts to look like this, and that block is finished. And like I said, that top block is the only one you're going to fully cover except for the bottom, that third block. Now moving on to our candle holders. Our candles would just be sitting on top of these blocks, but you want these blocks to coordinate with your main centerpiece. So I'm unwrapping the candles, and I'm just judging. I was basically I was undecisive about whether or not I wanted to glue the actual candle on top of the block, but I decided not to. So yeah, just in case if you wanted to change out your candles, you know, like I may come across some teal candles, or you know, some white candles that I made differently. So now I'm just taking and I'm pressing the greenery in 4 corners. On each side of the block, you want to press a piece of greenery in each 4 corners. This is the way I chose to do it. You don't necessarily have to do it this way, because you may choose not to incorporate greenery into your candle holder. So yeah, but I'm just showing you the way that I decided to do mine. Plus I was running out of flowers, so yeah. But like I said, I just made it work. So I'm just sticking them all in there. And then I'm going to start putting my flowers in. And then I did take and like hot glue the leaves like down a little to wrap around the foam. But I'm taking and I'm sticking my flowers in, and you're still only using 2 flowers per side. Because these flowers were so wide, like you were able to just put 2 per side. Of course, if your flowers are smaller, you may need about 3. You may need about 3 per side, but 2 per side worked for me. And that's how it should look. Or something similar. Like I said, you just do it your way. So I'm just sticking the flowers in there. And I am going to use, for the size of my candle holders, I just used orange flowers. And I'm going to put a white and a yellow flower on the very top because we're not covering the bottom of our candle holders either. We're just doing the sides and the tops of our candle holders. And that's how it should look. Just like so. And I just was sitting there contemplating, well, making sure that I had enough to do what I need to do, and plus that my knee has been bothering me, y'all. So I had to stretch my knee out. And yeah, so that's what I was doing, and opening more glue and all that good stuff. So, and I'm talking to the video. So now I am putting my greenery on top. And I will be filling in, like I said, the top part. As you can see, I'm putting my yellow and my white flower now on the very top. And like I said, this is a very, very easy DIY. I was trying to figure out what kind of centerpiece I wanted to do for my table. And I Google is everything. So I Googled spring DIYs and I came up with this. So yeah. This is what I came up with. Excuse the shaking of the camera. I was trying to hold it and give it. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure you rate, comment, and subscribe.